showtime.
Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to the show. If you are new to the channel, I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife and co-host, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. We are coming to you live, hopefully, live, this very moment from the Celebrity Reflection from our cabin 6180. Thank you all for joining us. The reason why I said maybe is we tested the internet speeds and they're kind of slow.
Yeah, they are.
There may be a lot of mother buffering going on tonight. That's probably what we should have titled the show. It's just a mother buffer, man. Oh my good God. Anyway.
We'll call that one tomorrow.
Yes. So anyway, hopefully everybody had a great weekend. We know tomorrow is Monday and everybody's back to work, but hopefully you had a fantastic weekend. So let's give you a little of balcony cam. Now,
Yay!
This is another thing. We are in an obstructed view. They call it a partial view. And yeah, there's not much to look at outside of our cabin. Oh yeah, I mean I can move it around. That's dead out. Yeah. Now mind you, that camera is actually kind of high, so we're looking dead straight at that. So can't see the Cruise Day. It is not Sunday. It is Cruise Day.
That's right.
So shout out to Tony. There we go. Hello, Irene. You're probably already gone. So thanks for jumping in, and hopefully you get a good night's sleep. Bev's saying good night to Irene. Hello, Justina. How are you? And she welcomes everybody. Of course, she's now over our faces, and you can't see us.
No.
So I just, I got to work this crap out here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to, stop. We're going to go skinnier. And she went away. There we go. We'll mess with Irene. There we go.
There we go. Hi.
Awesome. Hello, Irene. How are you? She stuck around a little bit. Have a great night rest. Awesome. Hello, Mama Tall Man. Welcome. How are you? Dr. Cherie, welcome to the house on Cruise Day. It's going to be Crew Monday tomorrow or Crew Tuesday the day after that. I don't know. We got to come up with some stuff.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah. Hello, Angela. How are you? Welcome on. Good to see you. Macrina, welcome. Alex, good to see you as well. Hello, everyone. Hello. Macrina was in Fort Lauderdale. Why didn't you call us?
Oh, wow.
Email us. Let us know.
Yeah.
Mark, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Good to see you. TMCA, how are you able to capture and prepare these daily recap videos in time for the stream?
We almost didn't today.
I'm a robot. I don't sleep. Just call me Data. Good so far. Don't curse it. Okay. I'm knocking on wood if you didn't hear that. Love seeing you guys again. Good to see you as well. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, see. Yeah. Alex,
no.
right?
Uh-oh.
We spoke too soon.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Oh, we cursed it. Did I give it the announcer curse? Hopefully it'll come back. We'll come back. It's back. It's just we are right at the edge of the speeds that we need. So it goes down a little bit, then it goes up a little bit, and then it's right where it needs to be, and then it goes down a little bit. So it'll be just a brief mother buffer. Hello, Gina. Welcome. And Ozan, hello to you again. So welcome to everybody. So, again, for those joining us late, live look right outside of our cabin here. We're in Deck 6, Cabin 6180. It is an obstructed view. So, let's talk about day one and embarkation of Celebrity Reflection and sort of day one again.
Okay.
Well, we've been on the ship once before. I think we told you guys that. The funny thing is, I remember nothing but some green grass.
Well, in your defense, it was Christmas time the last time we were here, and the ship was decorated. Everything definitely looks different. I'm walking by going, okay, the gingerbread houses were there, the Christmas tree was there,
So,
but everything else kind of looks different.
so for me, this is like my first time on here because I don't recognize any of it, even though we spent 7 days on here for about 4 years. It was New Year's Eve 2019 into 2020, so we're 4+ years anyway. So getting into the port was very simple, but note this: when you go to Fort Lauderdale, if you ever take a ship out of Fort Lauderdale, that is the only port in Florida, maybe in the country, I don't know, but at least in Florida, where you have to show your credentials to get through security. Okay,
Yes.
We're going to go back to full camera here real quick. There we go. So you need to either show your driver's license and a passport and potentially your boarding passes.
Yes.
Sometimes they ask for the boarding passes, sometimes they don't. You just never know what they're going to ask for, but they are going to ask for driver's license or passport. And the line can back up there a little bit.
It can.
But they do try to move you through pretty quick. Today, it was fairly quick. We're prepared. We already know. We have our stuff out. As soon as we pull up, there's our stuff. They're like, oh, you've done this before. Yeah, we've done this before. And they ask you where you're going, and then they give you not a parking sticker because you're not parking, but they give you a little piece of paper, a tag that says you've gone through security, you're clear, and you put that in your dashboard. So I don't care what gate you come in, that's going to happen. Okay, so this particular cruise, we were leaving out of Terminal 29. You saw us pull up there in the video, the highlight video. That terminal doesn't have parking.
No.
I mean,
Oddly enough, it doesn't.
There's a ton of cars there. When you're pulling up and you see the cars, you're like, okay, this is great. It's all surface parking. There's no parking garage. But I don't know who those cars belong to, but they certainly don't belong to any passengers.
No.
So you have to park over where we parked for Terminal 19 on the Holland, New Amsterdam a few weeks back.
Yes.
So it's kind of a hike. Well, and this is one of those you can't get there from here kind of things. So they do run a shuttle. And the shuttle, it's a bus, it's air conditioned, it's nice. But when I got on it, the guy says we're going to leave in about 10 minutes. So we had about a 10-minute wait. So, all right. So hang on 1 minute. I just have to do this here. Hang on. Where are we here? Eat my shorts. Okay. Let's just get that right out of the way. I just feel so much better. All right. So we shuttled. So we dropped off the bags, dropped off Lisa. She waited there. I went and parked the truck. No problems parking it because I've been in that garage before, but I had to wait for the shuttle, got on the shuttle, came back. Not a big deal. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So we'll go back to that too. Go away. So as soon as I got back, reunited with Lisa, it was probably maybe 10 I would call it 15 minutes between the time I left you and the time I got back.
I would say that's
so it's
about
actually
right.
not too bad.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be much worse. Where the parking garage they have you park in, you actually would have a very, very hard time walking because you can't cut straight across and there's no sidewalk and stuff. So you really need to take the shuttle. So anyway, so reunited with Lisa, and man, yet another amazing check-in process.
Speedy.
There's been a lot of that recently with a lot of the cruise lines.
There has.
So this one was no different. We're right into the terminal, right through security. That was very fast. Right up to the person. They scan your passport and look at your document, your boarding pass.
Snap your picture.
Whether it's on your phone or on a piece of paper. They snapped your picture because we never got one done for you.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they redid mine for some reason too.
Yeah, they did.
So,
yeah.
And then in the highlights you saw, at least at this terminal, it's actually a little bit of a walk from the time you're done with that upstairs to where you wait. It's not a big deal, but you're going to go up a fairly long escalator up to the next floor, and then they're going to sit you in a rows. Now they actually do seat you, and it's sort of first come. So, chair 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then behind them are another chairs, and then they go that way, then more. Again, I think you saw that in the video. If you didn't see it in the video, I'll just do this. Hang on 1 second. Okay, of course. Can't find it. Where is it? Here it is. I'll just mute that, and I know that we're not there. Sorry. Here we are. Come on, come back. There we are. All right, I'm just going to stop it. So we have just passed through security at this point here at Terminal 29, and just follow the signs, right? Go up the escalator. Right, it's not too bad. There was an elevator there if you have accessibility. Right, you saw the elevator. And then they're pointing out where to go, and they're just going to, and I stopped the video there, but you just go to the next seat, and you just fill up the seats. So when it's time to get on the ship, it was real simple. Hang on, let me close this up.
By row.
Go ahead, now you can.
Oh, okay. They did call us row by row. Yep. So the order that you came in and were seated, that is the order that you left to board the ship.
So we were supposed to board at about 10:45. I think it ended up being probably 10:55, 11 o'clock-ish, something like that. So not too much of a delay in that.
No, I think we were only waiting in the waiting area on the chairs for about 15 minutes.
It was a little bit longer because you were away for about 15 minutes.
Maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was pretty quick. We were there a little bit early. We've told you that before because of the truck and parking, and every terminal is different in every port we go to, and we always will show up just a little bit ahead of our normal scheduled time just to make sure we have the time to deal with parking. And in this case, it was like a 15-minute thing, but not too bad. So anyway, so as soon as they call us, man, you walk in your line, they scan your pass again, whether it's on your phone, your boarding pass, or we actually had a printed one. We use a printed one, not because, we're old and not with technology, but our phones are videoing.
Yes.
And we can't do two things at one with the phone. So anyway, we still print out our documents old school. And then it was right up the gangway, right onto the ship.
Yeah.
And
very
so
quick.
It was very, very, very fast.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, which we were very excited about.
Yes.
And even through security. And that the whole process, the line just moved all the way through. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know what it was like at 12:30. But, at 10:30, it was great.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
So at least at that part, if you ever decide to do the celebrity reflection, that part of the process is very, very smooth.
Yes.
So once we got on the ship, what we do. We go, well, hang on. We'll we do this.
Hi, everyone. Robert here, a.k.a. The Tall Man.
And I'm Lisa.
Filming Tom and style.
So that's what we did. This cruise line's a little bit different.
It is.
So all the doors are locked.
Yes.
Even
usually
10:30.
Yeah, usually all the cabin doors are open and we're able to just, go and see which cabins look the nicest and go video, but they were literally closing the doors and right behind them. So one door open and
even
as
not
soon as
clean.
they left, they closed it.
There was a sign on the outside that said, so first of all, let me back up. Celebrity, all passengers upon boarding can go to your cabins to drop off your hand carried bags that you carried on with you, backpacks, whatever. Now, you can't stay. Just put them in your closet and then you got to leave right away. Right. Now, that being said, so everybody can go to their cabins. The cabin doors are all shut. And that's why they do it.
Yes.
Because they allow everybody to put their personal belongings in there, and they want everybody's personal belongings to be protected. I get it 100%. There's no complaints here at all whatsoever. But from the tall man trying to, style, if you will, trying to get cabin videos and stuff, we did manage to get 13. But I think we had believe it or not, 30 something categories we were attempting to video for you guys. But we did manage to get 13, which we're going to cover probably tomorrow night. Okay. So we'll get to show you that. But what the cabin stewards do is every time they're in a room, they have a key, master key. They open the door and then close the door right behind them.
Yes.
Right. So even when they're in there cleaning, most of them, the doors are shut. Sometimes they will prop them open, but we saw some that were open, but a lot of them that were closed because all of a sudden, as we're walking, the door comes open, the cleaning guy comes in and then poof, he shuts the door behind them. Man, they are tight on security here, which again is a good thing. Because they allow everyone to go to the cabins and drop off their luggage. In fact, the keys were already in the slots. Mm-hmm. So we were able to get our key right away. Right. So then it was, we just walk around the ship. So up for lunchtime, the buffet, just fantastic, guys. I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed the celebrity buffet.
I know. It is really good, isn't it?
The food, they had steak and pork chops, and they had a carved roast beef. They had a gratin potatoes and a pork parmesan, which I had today a little bit for lunch. I had a little piece of steak too, and they had a Greek salad bar. Make your own Greek salad. No lettuce. If you're ever in Greece and get a Greek salad, it's not going to have any kind of lettuce.
No, it doesn't.
It's tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, olives,
and feta.
Kalamata olives,
yes.
and feta. And they had it set up. They also did have some peppers.
Yes.
If you wanted to throw some peppers on there.
They did. And of course, olive
oil
and
yep.
A little balsamic vinaigrette.
Yep. And they had that right there.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic.
So good.
So lunch was absolutely exquisite. And then we just walked around the ship a bunch. And you saw a lot of those highlights in the highlights. Walk around the ship. So first impressions, the ship's beautiful, guys.
It is.
It's a bit older, but I think it's very, very stylish. And the fact that I don't remember any of it, it's like I've been here the first time. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a decent layout. Not too big, not too small. It's a decent sized ship. Oh, thank you very much for the thumbs up, whoever that was.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Valerie or Ozon. Hang on, I'm just trying to pull something up here for you guys. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I got to move to the left, got to move to the right. I don't have the, we almost, I don't know if you, for those of you who were here early, we came on about 3 minutes too late.
We did.
We just, yet again, just tech challenges, which I just don't get it. Right?
The camera would connect and then it would disappear and then it would connect and then it would disappear. That's why we were saying, well, hopefully we're on live.
Yeah. Well, not just that. Like I have, here, I'll show everybody. Just give me a second here. Sorry. Yeah. Built in 2012. I was just looking for some details on the ship. So
okay.
It's about 13 years old. It's 125,000 tons. So it's a little over 1,000 feet long, 1,047 feet long, and about 123 feet wide. So there you go. Sorry about that. That's what I was looking for. So I've got this little controller thing, right? It's what I use, when I'm doing.
Filming Tom and Style.
He loves buttons.
I just hit the wrong damn button. I was trying to hit that button. This is what I use. It flies that stuff in. This comes in. You want our email. And anyway, but it also controls the cameras. And so I'm able to hit that button, and this controls the cameras. We got to go to Sal or Hal. And so if I wanted to go left, I go left. I want to go to right, I go right. Right. So this is it's pre-programmed, right? I zoom in, zoom out. It's all here, right? So we hook it all up, and speaking of which, let's get us back centered because that's just going to drive
both of us nuts.
Yeah, okay. It deprogrammed the whole thing. It deprogrammed, so I couldn't focus the cameras. This one or the balcony cam. That's, again, a look right outside of our balcony, those who joined us late. So we are here on the Celebrity Reflection live with you right now, coming from our cabin, 6180 here on deck 6. It's a partial obstructive view. My camera's stuck out over the side of the ship. Well, actually not the side of the ship because the lifeboats are further out, but not a ton to see out there tonight, guys. So, yeah. Anyway, so I couldn't control the cameras, the one that would come up right here. And so I'm like reprogram. I'm like, oh my gosh, that one worked. So I got this one working, the main one. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can get, that one. And in just in the nick of time, we got it working. So we were unsure. So again, back to the ship. We just absolutely beautiful. The spaces are nice. I don't remember there being so many restaurants.
I was thinking the same thing. Specialty restaurants.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that either from when we were here before.
Now, of course, we're going to be videoing this Tall Man Style. And so starting tomorrow night, we're going to bring you the 13 cabins that we videoed today. And then we're going to start with all the decks. So you're going to get to see these one at a time. And in the end, of course, we will release all of these one deck at a time. And then we do a whole highlight. We're doing all kinds of different things. So it's going to be like Burger King. You can have it your way. Okay. Fast, slow, all whatever. Okay. But but I don't remember on deck 5 towards the back of the ship, there's like this whole bank of restaurants. It's crazy. So, but you'll see those when you get there. But all in all, I mean, the ship looks in great shape. So just the overall first impressions between outside of the very first impression is having to park 15 minutes away. That was a little frustrating.
That's true.
But okay, not a big deal. Just roll with it. I'm going to go park there. It's all right. And I got a shuttle. It's all good. Not a problem. Let's go. But for some people, that could throw you off right away.
Well, absolutely. And especially if you're having to fly in. And you need to allow a little bit of extra time for that shuttle if you have to.
Well, if you're flying in
the airport, flying out. Flying in's not so bad, but flying out.
Well, you wouldn't be parking a car if you flew in.
Well, you do have a point. You have a point there.
See what I live with. I don't
know. Today has been one of those days.
Yeah.
We get up in the morning and, we put on our tall man shirts. And
do you notice you can't read mine, but you can read hers? So, right, we're mirror image. Most of you that watch us, so that you know that we're mirror imaged. she's actually been wearing a backward shirt all day long.
Day.
And people would come up and trying to read what it says in the shirt.
They
And
were looking at me like, trying to read your shirt. I'm like, oh yeah, Tom and Chris adventure. And I never realized that I was wearing my backwards shirt. And people were looking at it trying to picture what it was.
so in real life,
it looked like his looks now.
In real life, let me fix this for everybody. In real life, when the camera in front of us is not mirrored, mine looks correct. Hers is backwards.
Mine's backwards.
But I'm technically on the other. Yeah, it's just this makes me sick. Sorry. It literally throws off my vertigo so bad. It is the strangest thing, and I don't know why. Anyway, so before I forget, and I haven't told her this, public apology to my lovely wife, Lisa. The Grand Design, it was in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
The crew. Yeah. So
Oh, I knew it was.
she can't remember to put the right shirt on, but she can remember something that happened 5 years ago.
Oh, that was when we woke up this morning. I was like a zombie. I literally was. I'm surprised I actually got a shirt on this morning.
Yeah. Yes, Alex. Yes, that did not help. That did not help at all. So, yeah. Well, let's get to some of these comments here.
Okay.
There's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
'Cause, is this a ship where? Yes, this is.
It is. This is our 2020 story. Yes.
So, for those who have never heard this story before, we were on this ship for New Year's Eve, 2019 into 2020.
Yes.
And they set up this really neat thing, and that there was a huge model of 2019, and it was at one end of the pool, and they strung a line all the way across, like up a couple of decks, from a couple of decks down, right down to that 2019. And so their intention was to slide a 20 down. It would knock over the 19, and then it's now going to be 2020. Okay, so you see the picture. So that was great in theory, but they didn't pull the slack out of the line enough and account for the actual weight of the 20. And so what happened, they pushed it and it just went
right into the pool.
And I mean, the 2020's up here. So instead of doing this, it was like,
you mean the 2019 that it was supposed
the 19
to knock
was
out?
up here. And yeah, so it just right into the pool.
So they're diving into the pool to pick
Trying
it up,
to pick it up and knock it
physically.
over. I'm like, oh man.
We should have known 2020 was going to be a bad year.
Too bad we didn't have our channel, because we definitely would have been filming,
We
right?
would have.
But yeah, that was funny.
It was hilarious.
This is the infamous
I mean,
2020 ship.
It is the infamous 2020 ship, but they also did something that was really cool. Their sister ship, the Celebrity Solstice, happened to be in the ocean about the same time, and the ships literally did a sail by, and both of the ships were blowing their horns and everything. It was awesome. It really was cool.
Sorry. Oh, ice cube. And I lost my muff. And they got pretty close.
They did.
They got real close to one another.
Yeah.
Closer than I would have expected.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could literally hear them
We
on the other
could.
ship.
We could hear them all yelling, "Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Happy New
cool.
Year!"
And it happened like
really.
right at like midnight, or within a couple of
Just
minutes.
a couple of seconds. Yeah,
It was pretty cool.
It
Anyway.
it really was awesome.
Hello, Carol. Welcome. How are you tonight? Let's see. Genghis Stanley, why did you play that song? I don't know what you're talking about. Hello, Valerie. How are you? Oh, love a good Greek salad. I make them a lot. Yeah, so do we. We've always loved Greek salads, but until you actually go to Greece and have a Greek salad, you typically have not had a Greek salad.
No, you think it comes with lettuce. It does not.
At least the way it's made in America.
Yes.
But even still, even though the olives were there, everything was there. I mean, it was good. But I'm telling you, there's something about the vegetables that are grown there in Greece. And that's the thing.
I agree.
Everything is so fresh. It's like picked and cut and put on your table. It's in not much time in between the picking and the cutting and on your table. It is so fresh. So
True.
So this was not like a fantastic salad in that sense, but it was good. So don't take my comments wrong. The food in the buffet was amazing, but it wasn't like, again, a salad in Athens amazing, but it was still good. Anyway, so Allie says, "Hey there, Robert and Lisa. Tim and I are so thankful you're live tonight, and this week softens the blows from your trip being over." I know.
You guys just got off the ship this morning.
So how was the symphony? We want to hear all about it.
Yes.
And
we
will. You can live vicariously, at least through us, for another 6 days, and we'll bring you down a little slowly, right? Alex says, "Yeah, chalk it up to daylight savings." Exactly. Yep. Hope you have a blast. Hope you had a blast, Allie. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Justine and Alex. Yeah, we had an amazing time. Awesome. We had to plan our next in July. Ooh, see? You got another one coming around the corner.
Nice.
Hello, Desiree. Welcome. How are you tonight, love? Good to see you. That's okay because we want to trash 2020 anyway, right? Lisa's facial expression was a little surprised when she saw that funny poop mascot, right? It wasn't the poop mascot. It was the words coming out of this one's mouth.
Yes, that was. That's exactly what
Again,
it was.
hello, Nurse Tara. Don't worry. Hey, better late than never. Good to see you. Where are we sailing to this time? We'll talk about that in just a second. And Patricia's like, now I want a Greek salad. I know. God,
They're so good.
they are really good.
Yeah.
Again, what you really want to do is book yourself a Mediterranean cruise and have that sails from Athens and have a Greek salad there.
And go see our friend Fotis in Athens. Stay a couple of days and go see our friend Fotis. And
yes.
He will take you to all the spots.
Nurse Tara, where do you think we're going?
We're leaving out of Florida.
Grand Cayman, Cozumel, Bahamas.
The
same spots we've been in the last three cruises. Yeah. So we're here for the ship.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I love that class. The reflection has it does. You guys are going to see that. Up on the upper decks, it's got real grass. And you can walk on it. I mean, if you have heels on, they ask you to take the heels off. Like if you're dressed up at night, heels off and stuff. But you can walk on the grass. You can lay down on the grass. They just have a sign, please be gentle with our grass.
Yes.
But it is real grass.
It is. I love it.
You said, I'm going on the Silhouette in May. Excellent.
Nice.
It is. I think so.
Nice.
Patricia's like, I might move to Athens. Oh my gosh.
You know.
I couldn't live there. I'd be 500 pounds.
No, you wouldn't.
I couldn't stop eating.
Yeah, but the food, it's not like all loaded with the preservatives
Their
and
meals
stuff like we have here.
Meals are huge.
And they really do have really good desserts too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was no different like when I was in Italy a few months back. I mean, it's like they just keep on bringing food. I'm like, where am I supposed to put this? There's only so much room in the tummy. But they eat like that all the time. I'm like, how are these people not all 500 pounds? But it's because when they're done, they got to go walk to get a coffee. When they're done walking to get a coffee, then they go walk to get a gelato. And then when they're done walking there, they walk somewhere. They just walk it all off.
Yeah.
So Alex says, what's your favorite cruise line? Can't be the one you're on. Look, and that's the saddest thing. Our favorite cruise line is the one we are on, but no. For us, every cruise line offers something different. Mm-hmm. But if we tie it up as a whole, generally speaking, it's been a toss-up between MSC and Celebrity. And in a very, very, very close third to Virgin, I would say.
Virgin, yeah. There's a lot of.
There's things that I don't like. I'm not fond of Virgin's cabins and layout, that silly freaking table, and there's just stuff about Virgin that I don't like. But like their food is exquisite.
Their food is amazing.
Their attitudes and how they do things is different. It really is classified as a premium cruise ship, just kind of like this ship is. MSC's a contemporary, but I'll be honest, our experience in not just the yacht club, but the regular side of MSC, the regular cabins, not the yacht club cabins. MSC,
we enjoy it.
We fantastic service, fantastic food, fantastic ships. Yeah, just really that's our number one is MSC. If we have to physically pick one and put it in an order. But as we said, there's things we like about all the cruise lines, right? Like, for instance, Carnival, nobody does a sail away party like Carnival.
Right.
I mean, just amazing. If you're trying to set your cruise off on the right way and you want that big sail away party, it's a Carnival. It just is. Royal tries, but Royal ships, most of them are so big with the big hole down the middle. It's hard to have that big party with all that energy because you got people over on this side, you got people over on this side, and the stage is in the middle. And so the people that are up there, trying to get you to dance and do whatever, they're looking at a big hole.
Well, that's in the newer ships.
That's what I said, all the Oasis class ships.
But they have the Aqua Theater, and that is holy cow amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All the shows we've ever seen there are just, whoa.
Yes.
We love the Aqua Theater.
Yes.
Right? So the shows on Royal are the best.
Yeah.
Right. So
even in the main theater,
yeah,
the shows
full on Broadway shows.
Yeah. They're amazing. They're really good.
Truly.
Yeah.
Food, MSC, Virgin, Celebrity. There's a mix of stuff in there. There just is. It's very hard to pick just one because I think we'd have to do all three back to back to back, so we could have everything fresh in the mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Because the MSC food's been fantastic.
It has been.
The Yacht Club was a cut above the rest.
Over the top.
The food on Celebrity has always been great.
Yes.
The buffet here was great. The meal tonight was great. Of course, we're just getting here. First impressions. Let's see what the rest of the week goes like. But also the food on Virgin, their presentation is amazing. And all their restaurants are included. There's not like a main dining and then a bunch of specialty restaurants you have to pay more money for. It is all included.
Yeah.
So you can eat whatever you want. However, big asterisk, they only want you to eat at each restaurant one time.
And you must make a reservation.
Yes. So
well ahead of time.
So once you make the reservation for restaurant one, you cannot eat at restaurant one again.
Yeah.
Now, you can go find the maitre d' and whatever, and they can fix that for you. But like, for instance, we don't, they have something called the test kitchen. We're not particularly fond of their menu. And so we went and found, the maitre d' and said, hey, we don't, blah, blah, blah. Can we? Nope, not a problem. They put us in the steakhouse for a second night.
Yes.
By our request.
Yes.
We could eat in an Italian restaurant, but we chose because we love their steak place.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So. Definitely.
Oh, anyway.
Hearing
That's
voices.
our neighbors. I was like, who's on our balcony? All right.
Our balcony door is open.
Yep. So Ozan says, I feel like an American here, and I even forget that I'm Turkish. Perfect. Everybody's welcome. That exactly.
Exactly.
Macrina says, Robert, it's a Mediterranean diet, right? Exactly. Athens also requires a lot of walking, so you'll walk it off. Yeah. Well, of course, we were there for a week, and we were doing the tourist thing for a week.
Yeah.
Right? And so I guess if you live there, it'd be different. You'd have some kind of transportation because Athens is pretty sprawling. So
it is. Athens is huge.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I had no idea Athens was as populated as it is. I had no idea.
Angela says, that's why I eat them. I diet before every cruise or every vacation. Right?
Love it.
Ali says, we docked right next to the New Amsterdam, and we thought of your trip. Oh, thank you. We also saw the Ascent a lot, thinking we might like Celebrity next. So let's, I'm just going to close that door just a little bit. Give me a second here.
All right.
They were pretty.
They were a little out there. Well, yeah, we did the inaugural on the Celebrity Ascent, so we have lots of it. I think our videos are all out on the Ascent, aren't they, Robert? Yeah, I believe all the videos on the Ascent are out, so go take a look at that. Love the Ascent. Yeah, there's.
I'm not sure I can close it.
Really? Robert says he's not. Oh, yeah, he's not sure he can close the door because our cable is stretched to the max. So, yeah, I think that's as far.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, there you go. That'll give you a little extra space. Yeah. Robert's over there trying to finagle that door closed a little bit better so we don't hear our neighbors. And they don't hear us. We can be a little loud sometimes.
It's y'all's fault.
He said it's your fault. I'm not sure if you heard him or not, but there you go.
My big mouth. Okay. All right. So I will tell you something we were shocked about with this particular ship. And I guess it's just timing. Lisa and I had this discussion actually at dinner. So there are a tremendous amount of young people on this ship.
There are.
And I'm not just, I mean, families with kids.
Yes.
A ton of college ages. It's spring break. Makes sense, right? So this ship is filled yet again, in my opinion, with a group of people that typically might not sail on Celebrity. And so we just continue to go down this rabbit hole. Well, because to me, Celebrity is a premium cruise line. We always took it to be, 40s and up, right? Maybe 35 to 40s and up.
35.
Somewhere in that range.
35 and up.
Right?
Yeah.
But that just is not the case.
No.
And so, thank you everybody so much here. Everybody who's joining us in, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. We are live right now from the the Celebrity Reflection. Speak the right words. That's a look right outside of our balcony here. We are coming to you live right now from our cabin. So welcome to the show. We're just talking about the crew manifest.
Yeah.
We didn't get the exact numbers. We will try to get the numbers tomorrow and bring them to you. But let me tell you, this ship is filled with a ton of younger people. Not what I would have expected.
Yeah.
And
I definitely was not expecting as many, school age kids. Grade school.
yeah,
Yeah. There's a lot of grade school kids.
a lot of youngins.
Yeah.
And they don't have the biggest kids area.
No, I mean they've got a decent area for the kids, and they've got some stuff for them to do. But typically, I wasn't expecting so many kids.
Yeah.
We know when we were here on the New Year's cruise, there were a ton of kids because it was New Year's Eve.
900 or
Everybody
700
was out
or
of
something.
School, so
Yeah.
a lot of
Crazy.
kids then.
I bet between children up to 21, there's probably another 600 or 700 of them on here.
You might be right.
Yeah. Shocking.
You might be right.
So to me, and this is also why we have these thoughts. Remember years and years ago, we've told you we used to have a travel agency. We no longer do. We're not travel agents. We just have a passion for cruising. But when we were travel agents back in those times, you got a ton of training.
Yeah.
And you really learned about the different product and who their market really was.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrity's market was not kids in college age kids.
No.
Which is why their kids area is not that big, right? They just don't care. There's no water slides on this ship. There's no rock climbing walls. I mean, it is not made for younger people, if you will. Celebrity is, again, really...
It does not cater to younger people.
Not cater.
Yes.
It doesn't cater to.
Correct.
Right? But so as travel agents, you learn what cruise lines cater to different groups of people. This, if it's mom and dad and a couple kids, really you want to use NCL, Royal Caribbean or Carnival. Those are the three that you're going to tell people. And most people choose Carnival for their first cruise. Mm-hmm. I think more people now are choosing Royal.
I think especially since they're doing their new ships on the 3 and 4 day cruises. I believe, they've taken that title away from Carnival.
Well, not yet. Not yet, but maybe when 2025 is done, we'll see.
I just say in my opinion.
Yes. Not by the numbers yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's stunning how many people choose Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was shocked when I saw those numbers for 2024.
Carnival has been the name in Fun Ship.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you think of is Fun Ship, and if you want to go have fun on your first cruise, then you automatically think Carnival.
What I said to myself, and Lisa, when we were at dinner, when we got done for dinner, we're on deck 4 of the restaurant, and there's deck 3, and there's an area where you can kind of overlook a lot of what's going on. And so I walked over and just stood there, just kind of looking around, and we were kind of looking around from our table just at things, but I was looking down there, and it reminded me a lot of Carnival 20 years ago.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
That's what the group of passengers on this ship right now tonight feels like Carnival 20 years ago.
I agree with that.
Not the Carnival of today. The Carnival today is far different than the Carnival of 20 years ago.
Agreed.
Far different. But yeah, it feels like that.
Yeah.
Like the guy that, and again, I don't know how he got away with it, but the guy that sat next to us in dinner on the other two top right next to us walks in, ball cap, t-shirt, shorts. That it's expressly forbidden in their dress code. No shorts or bathing suits, no t-shirts, no hats. Now, he did take his hat off. But, yeah, and then there was a kid next to him
in the
in shorts and a t-shirt, right?
And I saw some other people walk in shorts as well.
Yeah. Now, day one, usually they're slightly more lax because maybe their luggage didn't get to the cabin in enough time or whatever. But we were in shorts, and our luggage came. We changed. We got on some.
We did. We put jeans on.
Put jeans on because right. I took my hat off for. I don't even take it down to the dining room. So, anyway, but yeah, it is a 20-year ago Carnival crowd on this particular cruise.
It does have that vibe.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes as it continues.
Yeah.
So let's get to But before I forget, and I do this a lot because there's so many things going on with Tall Man's Cruise Adventures, guys. We have inaugural cruises coming up. We have a huge giveaway. If you're new to the channel, there is a video on our channel that you absolutely are going to have to watch. I'm going to just paraphrase it right now. But we are going on the inaugural of the NCL Aqua right after this. But right after that, the NCL World America. Now, we are doing a
MSC.
MSC. What did I say?
NCL.
Whatever. MSC World America. Okay? It's the bad cow. Because we're going to be doing the MSC Aqua after that. Before that. Anyway, the MSC World America. We are doing a huge giveaway, guys. It's free. We have...
we're giving away a ship.
We're giving away a ship. And that's, I think, the title of the video. If you want more deeper details, you can look at that video. But in short, we have commissioned a Lego artist to build a Lego block type replica, a 1 in 400 scale of the MSC World America. We're going to give it away. Now, how do you win that? You win it simply by watching us live. We are literally going to pick somebody that is with us live during our streams when we're on the MSC World America. So you definitely want to mark your calendars and don't miss that. If you subscribe to the channel, again, please do. If you hit the notification bell thingy, it'll let you know when we go live. We pretty much go live when we're on ships at night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What was I just looking to do? Oh, I was looking to I was looking for the exact dates because you know me and dates. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Where did it go? Unbelievable. No, I don't need that one. It's like I got every window open, but the one that I actually need.
Here, let's see if I can pull it up on my phone.
I think it's April 12th through something. I don't know. April
see.
14th. Where is it? Our schedule.
The Aqua or the MSC America?
America. The 12th.
Yeah, the 12th through the 19th of April.
12th through the 19th. There you go.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan, hit that notification bell on one of those live shows. I'm not going to tell you which one. I promise you it won't be the last one. Well, maybe it could be the last one. I don't know. But one of the live shows, we're going to pick somebody that is with us live at that moment. So make sure you tune in. Okay. We're also, one of our other fun things we're doing, we found this thing called Gig Sky for our last cruise. We're on it again. Hers is up and running. So she's got internet on her phone. We got her phone fixed and all this stuff. I don't
have a brick anymore.
We are no longer paying cruise line internet. It was, what was our plan? Like $32?
$34.99.
Because we got a discount.
Oh, 30. Yeah. 31.49.
We used our own discount on her plan.
We did.
So there's descriptions of this stuff. There's information in the description. Gig Sky. It is an app you put on your phone. You're using the ship's Wi-Fi system, but not the ship's Wi-Fi. You're not paying per day. You pay one fee, depending on how much data you want. It's very simple. But your phone has to be a newer phone. Like for iPhones, it's like a 10 plus, like a mid 10. So let's just say iPhone 11 and up. And
it has to be updated with the latest software. That was what my problem
We're going to do
was.
another video while we're on this ship that gives some more descriptions. I'm going to download all the phone lists of what works so that we have a more detailed list for you guys. But we're excited that it's working yet again on this ship too. So.
Yeah.
And all this. And we've booked some more cruises.
We did.
We haven't told you the rest of them, but we've got some more stuff coming. So
Yeah, we do.
yes. Anyway, Alex says, do it and add in Explorer. Exactly. You know, we haven't been yet. When we were up in the yacht club, they actually bring the Future Cruise people up there. When I tell you, when you're in the yacht club on MSC, you literally, the only reason you need to leave there is to go gamble, go see one of the shows, like the big shows. They have entertainment up there. They bring entertainment up into the lounge up there. But if you want to see the big shows, you'd have to leave for that. And of course, if you actually want to get off the ship.
Yes.
But they escort you to all those.
Yep.
Heck, we wanted something from the shorts, and Gushti, our butler, went and bought it for us. I mean, he used my card. He didn't pay for it. But he's like, no, I got this. You stay here. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
So anyway, we Explorer, from what we understand, is like, it's all yacht club, the whole ship.
Yes.
It's that experience.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to trying that, but that's
We
a
are.
little outside Robert's and Lisa's budget right now.
It is, but it is definitely on the bucket list, without
Yes.
a doubt.
Hello, Mamie Radar. How are you? Welcome to
Hey.
New Mexico. Just out of curiosity, how many solos are on board? Oh, that is a great question.
That is a great
Write
question.
that down.
Yeah, I'm going to take a note on that.
I don't know if that's a stat they can pick up.
I'm not sure either, but we're going to find out if they can tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go down tomorrow. Tomorrow's a day. Well, you know what? It may be best if we try the day after, because tomorrow's a day at sea. We'll see what it's like. Days at seas can be kind of hectic sometimes at customer service, customer relations, guest relations, whatever.
And that was out for Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ozan says, may you always smile like this, my brother Robert and Lisa. When you are happy, we are also very happy. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. March break here. Yeah, we actually spoke to a couple of gentlemen. They well past college age, but they were actually here from Canada. So it is break. And I'm telling you, there are a ton of young, and it doesn't bother us at all. When I'm accentuating that, I took it as a shock, because getting back to the whole travel agent thing, when you're trained as travel agents, you typically will ask people, well, how do you like to vacation? What kind of hotels do you typically stay at? You get an idea of what your client likes. Like, if their perfect vacation is going to Motel 6, well, you're not going to book them on Celebrity.
No.
Or you're not going to book them on an MSC.
No.
Right? You're going to book them on, respectfully, I'm not trying to say this to be rude, but a Carnival.
Yeah.
Right? That's but if somebody stays at the Ritz, you're not going to book them a Carnival. You're going to book them an Explorer, or maybe even a Silver Seas or an Oceania or something like that. Right? So each cruise line really has their sort of target market. And with this ship, I feel they've lost their identity of target market. So is that the cruise line's fault, or is that the travel agent's fault? Because they're not educated the way they used to be pre-pandemic.
Good question.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Justina, how will you choose a winner? There's I forget the name of this. It's like an app. I think it's called Raffly.
Yes, Raffly.
Raffly, and so I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to work when the show's going on the cruise ship. But I'm going to pull up this little thing. I will have my little try screen. We're going to input a certain set of parameters. Hit the button. There'll be a countdown. It'll pick a winner. Okay, but it is based upon those who are with us live.
Yes.
Not those that came and left. I mean, you literally have to be with us when that process starts.
And the app picks up on that information. So we're totally out of it.
Yeah. And we told everybody in the video, we're giving away a ship. We told everybody in there, we're going to do the content of the day, like whatever deck we're going to cover or the cabins, whatever we're going to do. When we're done with that, the night we're going to give it away, we will do that next. So we're not going to string you out and like, geez, we're an hour in. Are they going to do it tonight? Are they going to do it tonight? No, as soon as we're done with the content of the day, whatever night we've chosen to do the giveaway, we're going to do it right after the content. Okay. But yeah. Holy ship. I know we're giving away a ship, Antonio.
Antonio, I've missed you. I'm so glad you're back.
Holy ship. What a mother buffer. Are you out of your Vulcan mind?
Credit goes to Antonio.
Oh my God, we also saw the new MSC port, and it looks beautiful. Miami is busy on turnover day with 8 ships. We had 7.
We had 7 here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised.
Allie,
7.
Miami, I think, had 10 a few weeks back.
Wow.
Or 11 or something. It was like nuts.
Wow.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that terminal a couple times because the
Yeah.
last couple, obviously, let me back up. The last cruise ship we were on was the Holland, New Amsterdam. That leaves from Fort Lauderdale. The 2 previous left from, because we were on the Horizon and on the Scarlet Lady.
Yes.
They both left from Miami. So, and it was pretty much done. They were just sweeping up, right?
Yeah.
Getting, the final
I don't
dust
think
off.
the parking lot was done at that time, though, when we went through the last time. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
All right. So, yeah, but that
It's beautiful.
I'm not sure if it's the largest terminal in the world or the largest terminal in North America.
I'm pretty sure they said the largest terminal in the world.
It might
I'm about
be.
99% sure.
Yep. They can process what? They said 26,000 people
I
through
thought
there
it
a
was
day?
36,000.
I don't know. It's a ton of people.
It is a ton of people.
What's that tell you and how big they're going to try to get their ships?
Yes. And how many they plan on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they can actually put 3 ships there.
I believe they
Boom,
can
boom,
put
boom.
3 ships.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool. Can't wait. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. And we may do something fun like that on the group cruise.
Yeah.
Who's ready for a group cruise? Are you guys ready for a group cruise? Let's
Yeah.
go on the group cruise.
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets,
Parties,
pineapples.
ducks, and of course the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see you
on
on the horizon. In fact, we're wearing our first official swag that everybody that goes on the group cruise gets. It's actually a limited edition because it's actually got the date on there. I know it's going to look backwards to you guys, but it's Tall Man's Cruises. I can't read it upside down. Tall Man's Cruise Adventures Group Cruise 11/8/2025.
Yeah.
So let me put that email up if it did go too fast for you guys. tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. Send me an email. Say, hey, we're interested in the group cruise. I'm going to forward you to the person that is handling all the reservations. We already mentioned we're not travel agents. So we didn't put this group cruise together to make bookings off you guys. We just want to hang out with the Tall Man client. So we have an agent that is doing that for us. And so please, please, please consider come joining us. We would love to have you. The bigger, the better. Okay? I want to fill up a freaking theater. That's the goal, guys. Our goal, not in this particular cruise, but you got to start somewhere. One day, I want our group to be so large on a ship that we are filling up the theater.
That would be fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Would that not be fun?
That would be totally fun.
Because we are going to do all kinds of events while we're here on the ship. It's not just, we're just going to hang out and this, that, whatever. We're putting some stuff together. And yeah, I'm telling you, come on the group cruise. We're going to have a fantastic time. I know a lot of the people on here are already on there. So if you are new and joining us, again, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, become part of the Tall Man Clan. Free to you. Really does help out the channel, and we sincerely appreciate it. If you are new here, we are coming to you live this very moment. That is a look right this way, right outside of our balcony. We're in cabin 6180. It is a partial view. My camera is up kind of high, so if I spin it, we're really That's our view. Now, if we're standing, we can see over it.
We can.
So, I mean, it's not like that's all you see, but you can't look down and see the water.
And of course it's dark outside, so you're not going to see the water anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that you're seeing the lifeboats out there.
Yeah, well, like a lot of the Carnival ships and the Royal ships, they're all lit up on the outside at night, so you can see the water a little bit. You can't see anything here.
Yeah, that one doesn't have lights near the near the ocean level.
Nope. Anyway, Recruiter's like, group cruise!
Yay!
Right. There it is. So was there anything else about today? I guess the only thing we didn't talk about was, your lifeboat drill. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Lifeboat drill, muster station, all that stuff. Just like pretty much everybody else these days, you just go down, check in, they scan your card, you're done. There's a video on the app you're supposed to watch, or potentially on the TV as well. Please watch it. Like us.
We didn't talk about what we had for dinner. Do you have the phone?
Yeah.
With, since
yeah, she forgot.
I forgot my phone, so it's on his phone tonight.
What is this?
It was one of those days.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get anything right.
And I don't know what that is, but I'm not. Spam. I got Gig Sky and I'm getting spam. All right, so here is the photos. She's gonna get these uploaded probably tonight, or well, I don't know, because we're gonna be walking the ship here in a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes, in the middle of the night. So, oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna read everything.
You usually do.
I do. So on the menu this evening, everybody. Featured wines over here.
There you go.
All right, the starters. Chilled Thai coconut soup. Roasted, organic, roasted red beets. Cream of wild forest mushroom soup with mushroom truffle fricassee. Classic Caesar salad, chilled shrimp cocktail, escargot, and baked French onion soup. Fantastic. Seared salmon, oven roasted jerk spiced chicken, beef and veal spaghetti bolognese, home style pork chop.
That was amazing. Probably the best pork chop I've ever had in my life.
I agree 100%.
Ever.
I had a good chunk of it. The thing was, it was about that thick.
It
was
was
unbelievable. And it was
juicy.
I don't know, twice as big as the phone. It was huge.
Yeah.
It was really big.
Yeah.
I had prime rib. And for dessert.
Wasn't there one other dish? I thought there was like a ravioli or something.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Spinach and ricotta ravioli.
Yeah.
They have a salmon, chicken breast, and a grilled New York sirloin steak every night. So those three are the same every night. Go away. Go away. I want the dessert menu. Is that it?
That's
the coffee
dessert
side.
wines. Dessert wine. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Go away.
There we go.
All right. New York cheesecake. Dulce de leche. Crema catalana. Chocolate cherry trifle. Not truffle.
Trifle.
Trifle?
Trifle.
Trifle. It's a trifle. It's a truffle. Yeah. That's why we have Shub Tower combos and protein panks.
All I could think of was the Tribbles when you were talking about that from Star Trek.
Right? You can get a section of cheese and crackers and biscuits. They also had apple pie a la mode. And that sucker was, again,
that
thick
tall
and hot.
Yeah, it was still warm.
Yep, creme brulee, chocolate cake. And then they had their choice of ice cream tonight. Sorbet. Tonight's flavor was guava.
That was good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Low-fat frozen yogurt and no sugar-added vanilla ice cream. So there you go. There was the meals of the day. We will post the menus and the pics up on our Facebook group. If you are not part of our Facebook group, just go to Facebook and search Tall Man's Cruise Adventures. It is a private group, which means you have to answer 2 questions to get in. What was your first cruise? If you've never been on a cruise before and you're about to go on it, you can. Tonight's word is guava. And the second is just adhering to the group rules, which is just being nice and no spamming. Okay, so
Thank
thank you
you.
for the thumbs up. There's an applause button there somewhere. Right, so yeah, come be part of Tall Man Clan. We appreciate it. We'd be happy to see you there. Okay,
Absolutely.
We post all kinds of different things there than we do here. Like when we get ready for cruising, we shot a little 7-minute video from the buffet today. But all the menus and all the food pics, they go up there. And as we start developing, going a little bit further with this, we're going to post more content there, or I should say, different content on the Facebook group that we do here publicly in YouTube. So anyway, what was for dinner? Yes, we just talked about that. Stay out of my head. It hurts up here.
You're always in his head.
know.
How do you do that?
Allie says, Tim and I somehow got chosen for express check-in on Embarkation Day. Oh, nice. Do you know much about that? We were about to bypass every line and we're up on the ship in less than 5 minutes. It was awesome. Honestly, I don't know much about express embarkation. We've cruised so much, we sort of have express embarkation. I know most of these cruise lines these days, you can buy your way to the front of the line, like Faster to the Fun and all these. They got different names for stuff, all the different cruise lines. And for a little extra money, you're able to not just check in early, but be one of the first ones on the ship. Suites and go first, and then usually their top couple tiers, and then the Faster the Fun people or the express people. So I've never really looked into that, and so Allie, maybe we should do that. We'll just start looking into some of the cruise lines express check-in programs and see how much they're going to cost you some money. And so the reality is it worth the money? If your check-in time is 12:30, is it, worth the extra money to get on the ship an hour and a half earlier? I don't know. Our check-in time here was noon and we were there by 10:30. So we're there about an hour and a half early. And we don't necessarily expect to get on. Mm-hmm. We just go through the process and see what happens. Here on Celebrity, there was no sort of subdividing times, where other cruise lines we see, they have times in the lines. Okay?
Royal does that, yeah.
You're a 10 o'clock, you're a 10:30 or whatever, and you go on those lines, and then they seat you accordingly.
Yes.
Here, they just filed you in one at a time.
Just as you came in the door.
And the reason why they do that, it's not because this group of people is better than that group of people. Outside the people that have paid all that money for suites, they're going to get to go first. Or the people that are, at the top levels of these people's, the different cruise lines, loyalty programs, because they have spent a lot of money over the years. But outside of that, it's all about crowd control.
It is.
They can't have 6,000 people showing up at the same time because you can't process that amount of people.
We experienced that recently where it was just people standing around. Nobody was sitting down. The staff had zero control. They kept telling everybody, please sit down, please sit down, please sit down.
Yeah.
Nobody ever did. And it was just a mess.
Yeah.
They, when they finally started calling people on board, they didn't even have the people in the wheelchairs on before they opened up the doors. And it was just,
it was a mess.
Big flood. It was an absolute mess.
Right. So that's why they give times, is just to have the staggered people, because there's also, like she was saying, the terminals can't seat 6,000. There's not 6,000 seats in there. There may only be 500 or 600 seats in there.
Yeah.
In some of these terminals.
Yeah.
And so it's just, they just want to spread people out, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
So, anyway, also Tim had his first ever French onion. Are you kidding me, Tim? You've never had French onion soup? What is wrong with you, man?
Isn't that good?
Would you let that boy off the farm at some point? French onion soup. It's like a staple.
Did it take you half an hour to eat it?
Did you have cheese everywhere? It's like,
you need a knife to cut all that cheese. It's good, but man, it's work to eat.
Now I see why the tall man likes it. It's funny. It's not the only soup I eat, guys, but
he eats it frequently though.
Well, when I don't like the other soups,
yeah,
it on a lot of the cruise lines, that seems to be a soup they have almost every night, if not every night.
Yes.
And so if I don't happen to like the other, I we're on a ship. I'm going to have a soup, if you will. At home, sometimes we'll just have soup for dinner. Like she'll make minestrone or something like that, and we'll just have that as a meal.
Baked potato soup.
Oh my gosh, she makes the best baked potato soup, guys. That is a meal.
Thank you.
Holy crap. And garlic nuts.
It is. We actually made baked potato soup for Thanksgiving one day as kind of a little appetizer. Nobody wanted turkey because we were all stuffed from the baked potato soup.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, it is filling because
it is very filling. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it's creamy, but it's real thick with the potatoes in there, and there was some cheese and some chives and some bacon, and okay, we gotta have it when we get home.
I know. I was just gonna say, I know what I'm making when we get home.
Yes, trouble with the tribbles.
Yes, yes.
Well, we have
Pluto
on one of our TVs. We have a box, and we just released a video on the RV channel about the box, but we can play everything. But when I don't have the box on, our TV picks up Pluto. Yeah. It's a smart TV, one of the Vizios or whatever. And since we have Starlink, we internet's unlimited and everything, so
we just have it on.
The Star Trek's free, so yeah, we do. And so the original Star Trek will play for a bit. And then
Next Generation
we'll play for, and they just go back and forth. So we've seen all the episodes probably 600 times. The Tribbles were just on a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Good minds think alike. Dinner and Tribbles, right? Exactly. I don't recognize this name, and I don't think I can. Bridgentennial.
Welcome.
Bridgentennial. I don't know. Welcome, first time viewer here. Thank you.
Yay.
Question: have you guys ever cruised NCL Epic? Yeah, actually, we have cruised the Epic. We cruised the Epic long before we had our channel, and so I don't know what it's like now because it's been many years. So we have no video on it. Again, this was a long time ago.
Yeah, this was before we started videoing.
We personally didn't like the Epic. We didn't like the layout. The cabins are weird because the toilet is outside of the bathroom, and the sink is outside of the.
The sink is outside of the bathroom.
It just.
Yeah, it's like you've got your shower on one side. You walk into the door, you've got your toilet over here, your shower over there, and then your sink is in the bedroom. It's just strange.
Weird.
Yeah,
we didn't enjoy that ship. It's just us and how we like to cruise.
I mean, the rest of it was fine. It's just the staterooms were just not what we liked.
But if you have another question about the Epic, if we can answer it, we'll try. Antonio's talking to Macrina. Yep, great minds or warped minds, right?
Warped is probably more like it.
If I'm included, then it's warped for sure. Yes, it is. Mr. Mother Buffer.
Yeah.
So, actually, Epic was also the last ship we had sailed with
Norwegian.
With NCL.
Yeah.
They had started a new promotional campaign at that time called Freestyle Cruising. That was their big campaign at the time. Freestyle Cruising, and I forget what all their words were. But basically what they did was, all at the same time, was they started separating things. Meaning, when you get on board, they've now started to introduce the specialty restaurant and all the upcharged little add-ons. Freestyle Cruising. So the quality of the main dining room food came way down. And if you wanted to get the same meal that you used to get, you would end up having to go to one of the specialty restaurants to get the same quality that you had. And then everything else was just all a little extra money. If you wanted this and you want to go see this show, you got to pay for that show. And it just was like, wow. And so it just became for us, there's nothing free about freestyle cruising. And so I don't want to book a cabin, for two people for $1,000 and then with no drink package, with no excursions, spend another $1,000.
Yeah.
Right. And then when we started adding it up, we're like, oh, this is ridiculous.
And for us too, we still had our daughter was still young and wanted to go into the kids areas. Back then, all of the cruise lines, when mom and dad wanted to go off the ship and go explore the island, the kids could stay on the ship, and it was free. There was no charge for it. Well, Norwegian started charging for it on port days, and so that became another one of those expenses for us. Of course, now all of the ships these days have the specialty restaurants and the upcharges and
the nickel and diming is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So let's go back. So we'll be on the very next ship we're going on is the NCL Aqua. That is their brand new ship. We're on the inaugural, which is sailing from Southampton, England, to Boston. And that's just really, I think, in a few weeks after this.
Yeah, it is. I've got
and we can talk about some of this later. If y'all don't know, there is new regulations. If you're an American and you're flying if you're flying through England, even if you don't leave the airport, even if you're getting off of one plane to get onto another plane to go somewhere else, you need a visa. It's a fast process. There's an app. It's online. I think it costs like $10, and it's good for either 3 years or as long as your passport, whichever comes first. I think it's called an ETA. We're going to do more information on this here shortly because we've had to do this because we are flying. Now, we are not just passing through. We're actually getting off and staying there for 12 hours. Not even. We're literally flying in at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. We did do the cruise line airfare this time. So they're flying us in, transportation to Southampton because it's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from Heathrow to Southampton, and so we chose them. Plus, they were running a buy one get one free deal, and so it only cost us, I think it was like $800 or something, 700 and change to fly both of us to England. So I'm like, that was better than the ticket prices that were currently available.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. So the NCL Aqua is from March 28th through April 4th.
Yep. And thank you, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh, there it is. Bridge Dentennial says, by the way, this is Prince. Thank you. Remember me?
Yes.
I've changed my channel a bit. The name's Prince Centennial. Okay, excellent.
There you go.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
so,
nice to see you again.
Good to see you, buddy. I've recently came back from Portugal on a land trip. Extraordinary. Awesome.
Nice.
For those who've been following us a while, it used to be Prince with a Z, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So, Prince Centennial. Good. Awesome. I'm glad you had been wondering where you've been.
Yeah.
Allie says, you guys are the best. Much love to you. We're going to.
Oh, thank you. And yes. I'll do the heart.
Thank you.
He can't. His fingers don't bend that way for some reason.
I don't know, whatever. Here, you just take it. There's so many of ours tips and tricks on our vacation. We even played morning light to get us pumped and ready for the cruise. Speaking of which, it's snack time, everybody. Get your snacks.
Try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5. If you want my number, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. Through the night, stay up until the morning light, So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. I'm a big keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light.
There you go. What did everybody have for snack? Leave it in the chat. We want to know what your snack was tonight.
We had brownies.
Yeah,
Some of
they
them
were
had
really good.
strawberries on top, and some of them had crushed Oreos on top. They were really good.
Alex says, FYI, UK recently clarified that if you're transitioning through the airport, then you would not have to get an electronic visa. You only have to get it if you're getting out of the airport. I haven't read that because once we did our thing, again, we did it a couple months ago, we stopped looking, and I'm not going to lie to you. At the time when we did it, some of the language was a little bit confusing. It sounded like, even for a lot of people, if you're just moving from one plane to another, you have to do it. I've actually been, I don't think she was with me, where Heathrow was just a pass-through airport for us. We were going somewhere in the Middle East. But for whatever reason, they made us go through customs before we then checked into the next flight. So you would need it then. And that's sort of what the language was talking about. But Alex, we're going to dig back into all the details because these things do change. Not just that, but there's also this ETSA or something like our ETSA coming into place in like April or May for the rest of the UK that you're also going to have to get.
ETSA is what I was thinking that you guys were talking about.
No, it was the ETA.
ETA.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. We're going to just do a special video on all of that for you guys to make sure that you know that, because if you're traveling abroad, things are not like they used to be. At least for a lot of people here in America, you just get on a plane and go, for the most part, just with a passport and go anywhere.
I
Not
will
anymore.
say, though, when we filled out ours a few months ago, it was very, very quick.
Oh, yeah.
We did it online, and we had
No, not even online, on your phone.
on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5
And-
minutes.
And we had a response right back. You've been approved.
Yeah. Tells you it's going to be up to 3 days.
Yeah.
It was not 5
5
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
so
of us.
That was great. Allie's like, oh my God, are you going to do a travel vlog with your flight, your trip to England? I don't know, maybe.
Hadn't thought that far ahead.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, we've got some flights coming up, so
We do.
we'll do some stuff. We just don't know how much and what, when, where, and why, but we'll do some stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll keep you entertained. Snack time, dark chocolate for me. Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Oh, speaking of chocolate, we have pillow chocolates tonight.
Yes,
Yeah,
pillow
they gave
chocolates.
us. Yeah.
Danilo, our cabin steward, nice guy.
Yeah.
Danny Max says, great show tonight. I've been hovering in the shadows. Oh, good to see you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
You hover, you.
And thanks for whoever gave us the thumbs up there, too.
Yes,
Thank you.
Prince with a Z. Yes, I remember. Reason why I'm asking about the NCL Epic is because someone was telling of a transatlantic from New York to the Mediterranean. Was the food good on the Epic good? Again, guys, it
It's
was
been
so long ago.
years.
I couldn't tell you what it's like now. I can tell you, as I did earlier, we stopped going on MCL at that time because when we were on the Epic, the food in the main dining room was not good. It was not what it was on previous cruises of NCL, because at that time they made the change. They started implementing all their big specialty restaurants. So they lowered the quality of the dining room food to make you buy the upper package and spend all the extra money to get the good food, if that makes sense. And that was our interpretation of what we felt the experience was like. Now, again, this was probably 15 years ago.
It's been a while.
Many, so many things have changed. So I'm guessing food in the main dining room is probably back the way that it used to be, and the specialty restaurants are the cut above the rest.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the industry is doing the same thing now, and in the main dining room food, we feel in most of the main dining rooms, though some of the options may be less, generally speaking, the main dining room food is about the same as that it's been. Obviously, some are better than others, and we've already talked about that. So, but yeah, I couldn't tell you what the Epic food is like now.
No, and we're, really excited to be going back on NCL again.
So, well, let's say this. I don't know when that transatlantic is, but we're literally, in just a couple weeks' time, going to be on the Aqua. Now, of course,
Yes.
it's going to be the inaugural. There are going to be things that aren't right about the inaugural. We've talked about inaugural cruises. If you want your cruise to be perfect, do not go on an inaugural cruise. It is
Ever.
not going to be perfect. The shows might not be right and or even functioning. There's going to be parts of the ship that aren't potentially even functioning. Just don't go on the inaugurals. We get that, and we just go with the flow. We're those kind of people, so nothing bothers us. The elevators aren't working great. We'll just take the stairs or whatever. So if you walk up to the elevator and the doors are doing this, probably should walk.
I've never seen
I
that.
know. Of course not. It's like the monkey. But they haven't tweaked the elevators yet.
Yeah.
It's the first opportunity to really have because they don't tweak elevators during the sea trials. Sea trials are about the engines and fire doors and security systems and all these kind of things. That's what sea trials are for. Not to make sure that when the ship starts doing this, the elevators can go with it.
It still goes smoothly up and down.
So anyway, but we're going to be on the Aqua. Generally speaking, the foods fleet-wide are respectfully close to the same.
Yes.
Now, we've also experienced slight differences because the head chef of this ship is different from the head chef of that ship, and their palates are going to be a little different. Because remember, they do a taste test of all the food every night before we get to eat it. And so if there's something off and they want a little more, a little more, spice in the meatball. Need a spicy meatball. Anyway, they can fix it, right? More salt, more pepper, more oregano, whatever it is. And like I said, we've experienced where like the tomato soups, roasted tomato soup, we seem to have one of the things we like. A lot of cruise lines serve it. Same cruise line, 2 different flavors.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that's different.
Yeah.
It was close, but it was not the same. Just it's going to be the same ingredients, but the chef is putting a little more pepper, a little more salt, or a little more something in there. So, but we'll tell you what the food's like, obviously, on the Aqua here in a few weeks, and post all the pictures up on a Facebook group. So don't worry about that. So Alex wants to say, just a friendly reminder, everyone arriving in the U.S. has been having to go through the electronic visa process for the past 10 years. Only fair. It absolutely not a complaint, Alex. I agree 100%. Especially like even what we've experienced post-pandemic with a debarkation from ships with the whole facial recognition thing, it all sort of plays into that, right? So we had no problem. I would like it to last longer than 3 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Like our passport lasts for 10 years. Why can't it,
Yeah,
10
I
years.
would think that it would be a 10-year thing too, but no, it's not.
No, I don't need 45% off that. So, does celebrity do towel animals? We'll let you know.
Does celebrity do what?
Towel animals.
Towel animals, gotcha.
Towel animals, yeah. I don't know. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't
we'll
in
let
here
you
tonight.
know.
Usually you don't see towel animals on the first night.
No,
It's-
you don't.
Maybe
Yeah.
on Carnival. I don't remember.
I don't think so, even on
Yeah,
Carnival.
yeah.
I don't think so.
Alex says, I vote for a TMC podcast. We listen all the time. Interestingly enough, so that was something we talked about a year and a half ago. So I started the setup process to take some of these live streams and convert them into podcasts because we have our content, which is a visual thing because it's video, right, of deck tours. But after that, it's just a lot of chit chat.
It is.
Right. And it's a lot of
ton
cruise talk
chit-chat.
about this, that, or whatever topics of the day are. When we do the news, it's more of a conversation that's wrapped around the news. And so I haven't been able to get around to taking those and doing something with it. So knock on wood, it's on my list of something to do this year is to literally get the fluff out of these things and have them posted as podcasts, both audible and video. So if you've gone deeper in our page, our YouTube channel page, you'll notice that something says podcast. I haven't gotten around to it. I'm sorry. Prince says, Prince Centennial says, I also was going on the NCL Aqua to Bermuda in September, but I'm switching to 2026. Okay, awesome. So you're going to get a lot of time
You'll
of
know
digesting our
all
videos.
about the Aqua.
Yep. The transatlantic on the Epic is the end of this month, 15 days from New York to Rome. Any transatlantic recommendations? So interesting enough, we've never gone from America to England, but we've gone or America to anywhere in Europe, but we have flown to Europe.
No.
And then, oh yeah, that's right. We did
we
did the
with
anthem.
of the Seas.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
But we've done more going the other way.
We've done
Yeah.
more coming back into the United States. but we have done the Anthem of the Seas, leaving from New Jersey and going to Southampton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prince, I'm not sure what information you're looking for recommendations. We absolutely love anything. Transatlantic, Trans-Pacific, Trans-Mediterranean, I don't know. Just put us on a ship and have 8 sea days. We're going to love it.
Yeah.
We're absolutely going to love it.
That is the one thing about the transatlantics is you may have a few stops, but there will be a lot more sea days than you're going to experience in your Caribbean cruises.
And you're not going to see anybody.
No.
You're going to be all alone.
Yeah. We love it. It's awesome for us.
I mean, you
Love
technically might not be all alone. There may be a ship just
out of your
far
vision.
enough that you can't see, but they're really 15 minutes behind you.
Yeah.
But you just can't see them. And that is actually, for me, one of the things that I really enjoyed was sort of that solitude, if you will. Like right now, if we could see, if I went out on the balcony, if I looked out, I don't know what side of the ship, but I promise you we're going to see 4 ships.
Yeah.
Because they're all going in generally the same direction, and they're riding in a certain corridor, which, again, transatlantics and transpacifics, I'm sure they have the same thing. There's a corridor where the traffic all goes.
Of course.
But it's not like the Caribbean where there's probably 30 or 40 ships doing Caribbean and Bahamian cruises. And they're all passing one another all the time. You're never alone. Transatlantic and transpacific and repositioning.
Repositioning. We actually had booked airfare from the United States over to Europe. And this one here is like, I wonder if there's a transatlantic that's going over there. We've got plenty of time. So he goes and starts looking, and the transatlantic was actually cheaper than the airfare to go over there. We're like, well, we're in.
We're in. Yeah.
Yeah. So we love it. Anytime we want to go over there, we do check and see if there's a transatlantic that's going to be going anywhere near.
The Aqua is transatlantic.
Yeah.
It's a 6 or 7 day cruise. It's actually doing nothing. It's going from Southampton to Boston, not stopping in between. There's no stops.
Yeah.
It's all ocean, all sea days.
Yeah, that is truly a repositioning. A lot of them are kind of scheduled, repositioned. But yeah.
Just zoop. Yep. And then the World America. Then we're doing the Sun Princess later in the year.
Yes.
We've already told people that, so
yeah.
I think.
No, the Star Princess.
Star Princess.
Not Sun, Star.
Star. Yeah, Star. Did we tell you guys that? No.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
Did we
pretty
let
sure
the cat
we
out of the bag? Anyway, that's also transatlantic.
Yeah.
So we're flying over there to, I think it's Barcelona.
I think it is.
And then coming back to Fort Lauderdale, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's later in the year.
Yeah.
But that's also transatlantic.
Yes.
Yep. So there you go. All right. So moving on. Personally, from ships, whatever, I also just think the Epic is just butt ugly.
It is. It's a big square in the front. Why?
It
just has no flow.
It's fugly. That's what it is. It's fugly. I don't know. Can a ship be fugly? I don't know. If a ship can be fugly, we believe that ship is fugly. I won't put words in her mouth. I believe that ship is fugly. I don't know. Yeah. Is that me or you?
That's me. I'm getting a text.
Gig
I
Sky.
have Gig Sky. I'm getting texts.
For those who don't know, I know there's a bunch of you still on here. Gig Sky. Go to, again, website. We did a video about this when we were on the last cruise. We're going to update it either this cruise or the next cruise because it's fantastic. I took screenshots of my cell phone bill because people are like, that's never going to work. You're going to have roaming charges and this and that. I mean, we've had some comments that got rude. I actually had to delete them. But there's just a gap. There's a 7-day gap where we had no cell data, no calls, no nothing. But boy, my phone worked like I was sitting on land. It wasn't ringing like that, but we were connected to the internet. So my WhatsApp worked. So if somebody wanted to call me or they could FaceTime me or whatever, and I didn't have to pay a couple $100 or 150 or whatever.
Right.
If the lowest cost or the entry level cost for internet on a cruise ship, I think the cheapest around is about $16. And you do that in 7 days, that's $112. You can get the equivalent, and for us, we have found it to be faster for about $30.
Yeah.
Or less.
It was $34.99, and then we get our 10%
Our code,
discount for
Tall Man
entering
Clan.
Tall Man Clan. So I got another $3.50 off. So yeah,
It's like $31.50.
for 7 days.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
$31.50 a day.
Right.
$31.50 done.
7 days.
Gig
Yeah.
Sky. There's a link down in the description of this video and all of our videos now for Gig Sky. It is an affiliate link, guys. So they're not. This is not sponsored, but it is an affiliate link. So if you decide to download it, Gig Sky will thank us, and that's about it. So, but it's
And they allow us to thank you with the
yes,
discount code.
yeah, 10% off. Right?
Yeah.
So, which by the way, they do run specials from time to time. They just finished like this 40 buy one get the second one 40% off or something like that. I forget what it was. That promo was better than our 10% off. So if they are running a promo that's better than 10%, don't even bother. But if they're not running anything, use the code and save some money.
Yeah.
So yeah. Bev says, not everyone, Alex. Your Canadian friends never needed one, but not likely for long. Yeah. Don't worry. It'll all blow over. Everybody take a deep breath. That's true. I was mostly thinking along the lines of UK and Europe, of course, right? Hopefully we'll be able to travel freely to our Canuck friends and vice versa. Of course we will be able to. Prince says, traveling to New York to Portugal through the Netherlands was a breeze. Immigration wasn't bad. P.S. You can still call me Prince. Okay, Prince. Because it is still Prince. It's just Prince Centennial. So we'll just drop the Centennial Prince. Look, we have flown overseas many times. Visas, no visas. Being an entertainer, I have traveled the world, and a visa is what it is. You got to pay for it. You got to get it. But ultimately, it makes the process smooth of coming and going. You submit your documentations to the things that you're supposed to have, and you move on your way, and you're good to go. So it just with the UK and the European Union, they've had an agreement forever that it was freely. You just need a passport. You don't need anything else. Now the countries they're starting to tighten walls. I mean, different things, and now you need some different things. So it's okay. Just do what you need to do, and it's a breeze. But it's more about being aware. There's so many people that are new to travel or new to cruising in this case, right? And if you're gonna go out your first time and fly to Europe, well, you're going to need an ETA, and then a couple, or if that's what it's called, and then a couple months later, if you're traveling after I think May, the second system for the European Unions is going to come online. That's completely different than the ETA for the UK. It's ridiculous. So you'll have to get one there, because if you're flying somewhere else, more than likely you're going to fly in Europe into the UK, and if they've changed their policy and flying through is okay. But we're going to look at that, and we're going to bring all that information so you guys are prepared, right? So anyway, that's what I'm talking about. The sea days. The ship was fully booked. Oh, man, look, sea days can be whatever you want them to be, right? And these cruise lines, they are professional at keeping you occupied. But you don't have to be occupied. Right? Like our very first cruise that Lisa and I took together. We vacationed ourselves to exhaustion.
Yeah, we did.
We were literally at something every hour of every day.
We tried
in
to go
port,
to every
on the
activity.
ship. Man, we were going to the art auctions and the bingos and the trivias and the scavenger hunts and
and the shop talks and the
all of it. All of it. We were up at 6 a.m. and we were going to bed at 2. And we got home after 7 days. We're like, I'm tired. I need a rest. We never did that again. Why? Because you're on vacation. You should be relaxing. You should be able to get up at 6 a.m. and go to bed at 2. I mean, if you want to go to bed at 2, but so do what you want to do, right? With the schedules now being on the apps these days, and if you want to do something, you just touch, I want to do that. It puts it into your calendar, so it'll remind you to show up. I'm sure NCL's app is just like everybody else's. I don't know. We'll know in a couple weeks. But take it easy. But, if you like to lounge by the pool, just go lay out by the pool. Right? If you want a quiet space, find one of the quiet places. You're going to have to find your thing. But there's plenty of stuff to do every single day. Just choose your thing. Heck, if you got a balcony, take a nap out there one day. I don't know. Have breakfast delivered and have breakfast from your balcony or in your cabin, right? Or afternoon tea, or whatever it is that you want to do, you just do it. And if you want to be busy every hour of the day, I promise you, they will have activities to keep you busy every hour of the day. Okay? Yes, you did, says Bev. Macrina says, oh my God, haven't you heard fugly? I haven't heard fugly in years. Well, I'm sorry. Speaking of dating myself. Alice says, the Epic is one weird looking ship. I agree. When we first got into cruising, I was like, what the is that? That's exactly what we said when we saw it.
Beep.
What the heck were they thinking?
Yeah.
That is fugly. LMFAO, I've been doing research on the NCL Epic. Are the beds at least comfortable from what you remember? I will be tuned into your aqua content. So, again, loaded question. At the time, yes.
From what I remember, yes.
I don't know if it's because I'm so used to traveling and sleeping on different beds that beds don't typically bother me. I can't, in any brain cells of mine, which there aren't many left, remember any cruise bed I've ever slept on that I was like, this just sucks.
Oh, I do. The Anthem of the Seas.
You didn't like that one?
That bed was hard as a rock.
I just...
Yeah. Our cabin steward brought in a couple of, they had already given out all of the mattress covers.
Mattress pads.
Yeah. So she brought in a couple of blankets or comforters for me to lay on, and it did help. But yeah, that was an uncomfortable bed for me.
I'm an ex-military man. I'm good sleeping on concrete. It's just a thing, I guess. I don't know. Standing up, laying down, whatever. She fell asleep at dinner tonight in her chair.
I literally did. My head was bobbing.
She goes, it'd be nice if the waiter would offer coffee. I'm like, he did. And I'm pretty sure you replied, no, thank you.
I was like, I don't remember. He's like, you slept through it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a day.
Allie says, I also think the aft of the Caribbean Prince looks funny, wall-like. Yeah, it's the whole ship is ugly. Like I said, I think that's the perfect word for that
I
ship.
I seem to remember, didn't we walk in there in some of the suites and like they had like marble and granite in the bathrooms? Wasn't that in the Epic? And I don't remember. I feel like the some of the suites were nice, but just for the regular staterooms, no, I didn't care for them.
Danny says, are you going to be able to bleep yourself out on the fly during the group? Yeah, I'm going to have my little thing here, right here. So, yeah. Y'all in the audience may not get bleep. You may hear the real word coming out of my mouth. But for those watching, you'll hear, yeah. So, yeah. But if you're present, bring the earplugs. I'll be good. I promise. Look, I'm an ex-military guy, and not just people think it's from that. No, it's from Mama Tallman. You think I cuss a lot?
Speaking of Mama Tallman, is she on tonight?
She was here earlier, but she probably fell asleep because she hadn't been calling. She said hello like.
Did she? Okay.
110 comments ago. But
that's like, would you like coffee? No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing her on it tonight.
Yeah, Mama Tallman can hang with the best. That's what I grew up with. So I don't know. But I'll be nice. I'll put on my, filter. But I want to be real with everybody. I don't want to be fake. Not that it's I talk a certain way. It's just me. It's what it is. But I just don't. Just let us know if it offends you. Not during the videos. No, I'm gonna talk the way I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do the things that I'm gonna do, and just like this. Y'all can whatever. Our show, we do what we want to do. No, I this really, guys, this is how we are in real life. This is not because the camera is on, and so this is how I actually. Yeah, no, this is exactly how I talk in real life. Maybe a little less. I'm not as filtered when we're not on air. Because here's the other thing. Yeah, our content is not made for children. That's one of the boxes you have to click on. But we don't want to offend children either. If moms and dads, their kids are walking by, you're sitting there and watching all your TV and stuff. That's why I got a bleep button. So if I feel the urge because somebody's done some stupid that I can just say what I say the normal way I say it and just beep it out, which is why it's just a Vulcan nightmare.
See, and I just like to keep it G. Just keep it G.
Yeah. So she always keeps it G. Gee whiz. Macrina's like, Mama Tall Man does hang with the best. Oh. Don't want to piss off Mama Tall Man. She's, I'm still here. Just quiet tonight. Right? When are you ever quiet?
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh, you guys will understand soon enough. In 243 days, 18 hours, and some odd minutes, because there's stuff over it. I can't see it. All right, everybody. We are going to leave here in just a couple minutes. I want to get your last comments in. Remember, if you're new to the channel, we are on the Celebrity Reflection right now. If there is something that you ever wanted to know about the Celebrity Reflection or any celebrity ship, now is the time to answer. In fact, I'm going to, and this is from Kathy herself, from a travel agent. If you want information, don't call the cruise lines. Just don't do it. You will call 3 times and get 5 different answers. We've talked about this before on some of our live shows. And here's a travel agent telling me and reiterating, some of the cruise line staff that you're calling, I swear to God, they were just hired yesterday and they're sitting in front of their screens reading a script. They just don't know. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing. And so no better way to get the real information from the people that are on the ship, because they actually know what's going on, because they're here doing it. And so if you've ever wanted to know anything, now is the perfect time, because we're here. So this is what we say. I normally say at the beginning of the show. We're now nearly 2 hours in. Tomorrow I got to do it at the beginning of the show. Please remind me. Leave a comment if you have a question. If we already know the answer, we'll answer it now. If you're with us live in the chat, just write question and then write it in there. If we don't know, we will take a note ourselves and go find the answer and bring it to you in the next night's show. Sometimes we have a ton of questions, especially about like inaugurals with newer ships. So it takes a couple nights, but we get to it. If you're watching the replay, leave the comment leave the question in the comments, because we do answer all our comments. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, Mama Tall Man says to Danny Mac, "There's always soap to remind Tall Man to keep it clean."
Thank you.
That is the pot calling the kettle black. I'm telling you, me, Gabby. I didn't say Gabby. I said mouthy. Thanks so much. Have a restful sleep. See you tomorrow. Restful. Tonight's the walk the ship all night long.
No resting tonight.
Yeah.
We're getting up in, 2 hours?
No, it's
3
11
hours.
o'clock. Yeah, 3 hours. We'll get up around 2. So,
yeah.
All right. So we've had a blast. I know a lot of you are just coming in. We are 100% live right now. Here's a look literally right outside our cabin. That is my camera on our, it is, well, we have an obstructed view, but here, let me just move it. There we go. Sorry. We're facing, I think that was facing forward. Or is that backwards? I can't. Normally I can tell because we can see the water, But we're on deck 6. This is cabin 6180. So yeah, that's the front of the ship there. I can see the bridge kind of sticking out. But normally we can see some water moving. I see another ship. There's a light off in the distance. Remember talking about ships? You're never alone out here in the Caribbean.
Never.
But anyway, we are live. We're going to be live with you every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so it reminds you when we come on. And so we'll be happy to see you. All right. So until tomorrow night, we hope everybody has a safe day tomorrow. We don't have to go home. We're not home. We're on a ship. But we do have to get the up out of here. Peace.